And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the TASG watch party for our final stream of She-Hulk episode 9, live right now. Well, not live just yet, but we are live already here, just a few minutes before the. What the hell? Okay. Just a few minutes before the episode starts. Finale week continues. We just had the finale of the Lakers series just yesterday, or a couple days ago, and episode 6 last night. And now we are here to for the She-Hulk finale, rather. So I get to take a breather next week. I finally get to deep dive into the world of Andor next week, but She-Hulk finally to wrap things up. I think this is also the final series here in Phase 4. So this is it. I had always thought that this series was a 10 episode first season, which it is not. Not at all. So it's 9 episodes. I didn't expect it, but that's what happens when you cover at one point 3 series. I'll admit it. I've been a little bit burnt out from this series, and I have forgotten names left and right, and not just of characters in these shows, but also of people too. In real life, not good at all. So I'm actually more relieved that we're ending She-Hulk, because oh boy, burnout is real, let me tell you, and it's not fun either. So with covering all these shows at the same time, it's just too much. It's too much, and I have forgotten plot points, yes, but that's just me. That's just human error. It is what it is. We're a couple minutes away in the last episode, just as She-Hulk was about to receive the Lawyer of the Year, Female Lawyer of the Year, one of the few candidates for it, one of the few winners. Intelligentsia comes in and hijacks the ceremony and leaks all the important things, all the things that she's done in private, which is awful, which is terrifying. And it, in some ways, it kind of feels like something we've seen out of Now You See Me. But that's Intelligentsia for you. Daredevil is the name of the game. And wow, that was a great episode in the last one. So now how does it lead up to this one? She obviously was in her She-Hulk form when she received the award. The big thing is now, how does that and seeing She-Hulk lose it, absolutely lose it at the ceremony, how is that going to affect her going into this episode? This is the finale episode, season finale. Are we going to get a season 2? Maybe, maybe not. But I will say this series has actually been very, very fun. And a lot of people have been throwing a lot of hate towards this show, which I don't think it deserves. It's a different kind of show. One that focuses more on fourth wall breaks, a lot of real life things that would seem more adult and private, and that we see it here in She-Hulk. So it's very interesting indeed to see this. It's refreshing, and I was talking to a friend just not too long ago, but he said they had said that it's a good show, it's a refreshing show, but it's one that might not age well. So let's see what happens. This is She-Hulk, everybody. Episode 9 is now out. 34 minutes, and it has been consistently 30 minutes, with the longest episode being 37 minutes in that first episode. Whose show is this? Jen finds herself in trouble with the law and struggles to pick up the pieces of her life. Episode 9, starting in 3, 2, 1. Hold on, we're going to do that again. Restarting. 3, 2, 1. Drum, dum, 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 drum. Our good friend Streetly Casual is currently live as well. He's been doing the She-Hulk live streams better than I have. Much more entertaining as well. So give him a shout out. Or this is just me giving a shout out. He's a really nice guy. Um, and I think it's one of a group. Ooh. Oh. This is looking 80s, 60s, 70s. Hey, yo. Intelligentsia. Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner. The Savage She-Hulk. And now she's in that prison. Oh. And that's how you're perceived. That you no longer serve under GLHK. Oh, man. People go to prison every day. That's okay. It's like, damn. And she's moving back home. Damn. She hits a new low. A low low. Hmm. Oh God. You can't be go. Because you weren't able to end it on your own terms. Nope. Oh. Oh yeah. No cell service. Indeed, as you should. Once in a while, you should have like a mental daybreak. Oh shit. Everybody knew. Is she the one screwing her over? Oh, bruh. Bruh, it's like full of dude bros. I mean, it's absolutely made of the same people who dislike this series in real life. Bruh. Oh, that makes sense. Of course it was Todd. She did. You invented. Motherfucker. How did we not see that coming? Everybody thought it was her to be intelligentsia, but it was this motherfucker. Put in the other ear. If you're just joining us, just about almost 13 minutes into the episode, we do have the running clock on the lower right side. Are you serious? Oh, and she's there too. Which, by the way, this is like smart abomination right here. Ooh. That Get sick. Ugh. He's not trained for it. Indeed. There he is. Stop everything. Stop everything now. What's going? No. The hell? What? What kind of meta are we going right now? What just happened? What just happened right now? Hold. What? What? We're in the Disney lot now? We're in Burbank? What's going What's going on? The writer's room? This is turning to reboot all of a sudden? Reboot on Hulu? At 17 minutes 40? Kevin Feige appearance? Kevin with as an acronym? My mind's breaking here. By the way, it's like what parts are the Disney Studio, what parts are not. I've been on the Disney Studio a lot. And I'm like, and I'm still genuinely uh yeah, that's definitely it. And then now we're what is happening? Huh? What is this indeed? That's the which is funny because it has the hat. The Kevin has the hat. Ahaha. They moved on to Black Panther 2. Wakanda Forever. And now we're getting a monologue on the MCU? Is she changing her own story? This is wild. This is a wild film. Same daddy, same. Throw in the X-Men. What is? If it gets a season 2, and sometimes man, yeah. Oh, Matt has met the family. It's New York. Bruce made it. Who? He has a son? Wild. Wow. Craziest finale I have ever seen. All the way down to the basics of a show. And it broke the fourth wall hard. It broke the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh walls as well. I mean, like, what? How crazy this was. That Kevin, like, so we find out that it was Todd himself who was intelligentsia, not her coworker. I mean, like, I'm holding my breath. Is there a post credit scene? Emil, and there he is. Okay, so we get one last long appearance, but the question is, will there be a season 2? Let's jump over to I mean, that's wild. Let me tell you, this finale broke me. This finale broke me. Um, She-Hulk 2050 tweets in the last hour, but that finale was everything. I totally get the appeal of She-Hulk. It's just what the fuck is happening? Yeah, indeed. hilarious and awesome. Breaking out of her own show and into the writers' room of Marvel Studios is the most She-Hulk thing that's happened all season. Matt Murdock. I mean, like this. She steps out of her own show just to create her own fan fiction. That's what this is. That's what this finale happened. I'm gonna have an external conversation with one of our friends, friend of the channel, and we saw a stream last week. I'm gonna talk to Ryder Maldonado, off the stream later on. I'm just broken by this. I'm broken. A son. I mean, Hulk has a son. What's happening? Wait a damn minute. Yes, She-Hulk actually went there. They actually did the thing. She-Hulk really do give the draws up to everyone. This finale is wild. Everybody was like, "What's going on with this show?" They're that's it's. Is it a show that should have existed? And there's a lot of people who've questioned that over the run of this show, and it's been a very, very interesting time. But it's so, I was like, where is this going? Where are they taking this show? But everything happens. It's all in the details, and it's built up episode by episode, slowly but surely. There was a scene where an episode ended with the like the syringes, which would later be the Hulk blood from the crash. We saw the one dude from the one episode, from the wedding episode, who stole the information and collected samples of She-Hulk's blood, all to find out that it's Todd, and all culminates satisfyingly in the finale. But everything is done very hidden, and it's all done under the banner under the banner of both a legal drama, or a legal comedy rather, slash real life happenings. So this is a Marvel show that was done very, very well. For that, this episode is going to give me a mind-breakingly 9.5 out of 10. It ain't just perfect. It's almost perfect. But there's some things that needed to be addressed, and I'm going to say, I'm going to text him right now. I don't know if he's still live. It's strictly casual. I keep dropping it. Name dropping it. This finale broke me. First half of the episode is the actual events. Then she jumps to the Disney Studios, or to Marvel Studios rather. And the second half is her own fanfic. I think it really stuck it to the dude bros who, the misogynistic ones, and the ones that are just angrily tweet behind a keyboard, and it really sticks it to them. That's what this finale did, and I was very surprised that they went that route, but they did. There's just a hint, a bit of a taste of that realism right there. Dude, I am shocked. Insane. It's insane. It's crazy, my guy. 10 out of 10. 10? Yeah, I'll switch it. Screw the 9.5. This is a 10 out of 10. it was like, where are you going with this? Where were they going with this? And they, when you thought they would go one way, they went the other. I'm just like, my mind is just broken. It's just broken. It's crazy. I mean, like, crazy turn after crazy turn. And I will say that the build up to the finale was like breadcrumbs. Tiny details. Tiny details eventually revealed itself in a large way. Guys, I think this is a bet. Like, what? Well, yeah, I'll say it. It's one of the best finales I've seen. A finale that really sticks to its fun, quirky. I had always said that this series is too fun to follow, but looking back, looking back at it all, the syringes, the boyfriend, well, not the boyfriend, the boyfriend's Daredevil. Uh, but like each and every single episode had those breadcrumbs. They were small, minor details, and I barely noticed. I'll be honest with that. But when it eventually revealed itself in this finale, it was it showed it, so it just was a big, big thing. And again, everybody thought it was her coworker, but then Todd fits the bill, total douche, total dude bro, and running all this behind, it makes sense. It really does make sense. And I'm going off of what I see on TikTok. I see a lot of things, a lot of theories, and a lot of overall um, theories that I see from many of the TikTok creators. And so just seeing seeing those theories, and it's like, okay, is this actually, like, could this happen? What's the likelihood of this happening? And seeing somebody else, how do I say this? Thinking it's the coworker, but it ends up being a douchebag failed date. It just says, oh, this makes sense now. I don't know, man. This is wild. I can't stop saying, I can't stop smiling because it was so much fun. This was a very fun series, and it's a complete tonal change than what we've seen in many of the different Marvel series and even films. Is it refreshing to see? Yes, very much so. So I'm this the fourth wall breaks. They're just so good, and I think it it follows through on its premise just as well as WandaVision did for that show. That was a different show. These two shows are vastly different, and just you could tell that this is the first lighthearted. It's a comedy, and it's different than WandaVision because then things get very real in the end. But this stayed fun throughout. 10 out of 10 on the finale. Overall on the series, I'm gonna rate this a 8.5. The last three episodes, 7, 8, 9, really brought it in for me, brought it home, and just again, overall fun. Overall fun. That's gonna do it for us here at She-Hulk. I thank you all for joining us. If you've been here since episode 1, if you've been following along the way, we'll be continuing the watch party with Andor on Tuesdays only. I have zero plans to cover any other series until Tales of the Jedi on the 26th, which by the way is in a couple of weeks' time. Um, that's 2 streams from now. So episode 8 of Andor will be pushed to Wednesday the 26th, but we will cover Tales of the Jedi on Tuesday the 25th at midnight. That'll be our midnight one, and then we'll have another one on the proper day of for Andor. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I thank you all for joining us here once again. It, I will say, it in the start, it wasn't an easy show to cover, but and I also thank all the content creators on TikTok. Our movie guy, Straw Hat Goofy, among others, and just seeing the theories out there, the theories and everything. It Seeing things from multiple perspectives, especially from me, which I will admit I am very, very um, lore lacking. I forget names and plot points, and you know other people do these watch parties, and they have their own. They delve deep into the lore of everything, and here I am, still just freshly into the MCU and having seen only the MCU, but not seeing things like the comic side. It's been vastly different, and that's my approach when it comes to the Marvel series and shows and movies that we cover here on Watch Party. Um, and She-Hulk is one of those ones where it's like, again, we from a screen perspective we don't know much, but for those of you following along in the comics, you're very familiar with. And there's many in the community who have the tendency to knock down these kinds of creators, but I will say that I'm happy to have um, met so many other content creators who have been very welcoming, um, open to discussion, open to clarification, open to correction. I'm a person who's like, okay, if I'm wrong about this, please correct me, because I definitely know that I will be wrong, because I'm not good at lore. Not too bad. I'm much better at Star Wars lore than I am with Marvel, but you know, same difference. It's all lore. Anyways, guys, have a good night, everybody. We will be back next Tuesday night for Andor episode 7. Till then, I finally get a break. We might give you a vlog here or there. We've been giving you the and more. I think it's time for you to get some vlogs, and you'll see that very soon on the channel. Till then, so long.